Hey guys, Jonathan here at Nova again, coming to you from the Moncton Heavy Equipment Show. Here to talk a little bit about the SVL-2 to you. This one right here is actually equipped with our Kubota Cold Planer. Many of you don't know a lot about cold planers. They're perfect for chewing up asphalt, for patchwork in the city streets or driveways, anything like that. Moving on to the actual machine itself. This one here is a high flow unit. You can get the standard flow. For the price difference, I definitely encourage you to go to the high flow between resale and implement use. Now, Kubota's done a really good job with their implements in being able to use a standard flow hydraulic motor on a lot of them, so you can use it with your standard flow unit as well, but you're not going to get the performance out of it as if you would if you went with the high flow. Kind of going over the SVL-75 a little bit, Kubota's done a really good job when they first came out and putting in the excavator style door. With the excavator door, it slides up. The nice part about that is if you have a pebble underneath your bucket, you can actually get in and out of your machine. A lot of the competition, they have their traditional swing out door. The problem with the swing out door is your arms are always in the way if your bucket's not perfectly flat on the ground. And as many of you know, on construction sites, it's not easy to get your bucket perfectly flat on the ground when you need to get in and out, especially if you have pallet forks or implements, such like that on. Now, inside the cab, they did a good job with keeping a lot of space. So you'll notice a lot of skid steers, they're normally tight, they're crammed. These ones here, you got lots of room, you're getting in, and you don't have the lap bar that has to come down over your head. It's got two arms that come over the side. Much more convenient for guys that have bad shoulders, injuries, bigger fellas, anything like that. They do have the hydraulic quick attach. It's just a matter of a flick of a button. No more pulling handles and levers, getting in and out of the machine all the time. They do come with radios, backup cameras, all kinds of different accessories like that to make your day a little bit more comfortable, because everyone knows a skid steer is not the most comfortable machine to sit in for 10 or 12 hours a day. All right guys, so on the side of the SVL-75, you're going to notice that all the grease points are over here. The nice part about having all the grease points out on the side is it's going to be very hard to miss a few. And of course, you don't want to miss them, because if you start missing them, you're going to start hearing them squeak and they're going to start wearing the bushings. Now, when you get down to the tracks, these tracks are all equipped with a grease nipple right here under this panel. That's going to tighten and loosen your track. It's going to push the idler out, and as that idler pushes out, it's going to tighten your track. It only takes a pump or two every time you need to do it. It's not very often. Now, when you look at the bottom rollers, Kubota did, they put 4 on the bottom, but they put 4 heavy duty rollers on it. Some brands have 6, some brands have 3. It's all going to depend on what they're running and the size and density of their roller. Now, if you look at the arms, so Kubota does a really good job with their lift arms and their pattern. They'll go up and they go straight up. And then when they go straight up, they'll actually stay out. The nice part about staying out is when you're loading a tandem, you can actually reach over the tandem without putting your machine this close to the sidewall, because everyone knows when you get this close to a tandem, you're a little eerie on if you're going to roll ahead a little, because the odds of you loading a truck on flat ground are pretty slim unless you're sitting in the middle of a yard. On that, if we go over to the back of the machine, Kubota's done a good job at making everything steel. Nice part about that is everyone knows with a skid steer, people back into things a lot on job sites because things get placed and moved all over the place without everyone knowing. Down at the bottom, they did a good job of putting a thick plate, because that's primarily where you're going to run into things. That'll keep everything from getting dented and dunged up so bad. As I spoke before, they do put a camera on these, and instead of a lot of brands, they put their camera right down here by the album. That gets hit a lot. They put their camera up here at the top. Nice part about having it up at the top is that A, you're not going to run into it, and B, it's going to point down for you. Nice part about pointing down is you don't need it to point out. You need it to go down, because you're not concerned about what's back there 20 feet. You're concerned about what's back here 5 feet. Now, if we look at the back and side, it opens right up. It looks like it's really complex and really tight, but it's not. So when you lift this up, you get right at everything you need. You get at all your engine, your airs, all that. Now, the maintenance on these is extremely easy, because it's just a matter of pulling a couple pins, this comes out, and you get right at all your filters. Once you get your filters, everyone knows it's really quick, easy to get your oil changes done, your air filter changes done, all that type of maintenance that normally causes downtime. And as we say before, downtime's a killer in our industry. All right guys, so that's a brief description on the Kubota SVL-75-2. If you got any more questions or anything, feel free to reach out to one of our dealers in Nova Scotia or Moncton. All right, let's move on to one of our new units over here.